Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Dave. I'm back in the flesh for another legendary video. Appreciate you guys coming through and showing your love and support. Don't forget to smash that like button. More importantly, let's go ahead and get into the content as I'm doing an in-depth review for AEW's World End that concluded in a great showcase of the Mortals, the secondary home of professional wrestling. So much took place, including the return of Kenny Omega, as well as Adam Copeland making his return from an injury, and we had a banger Continental Classic. We had some stipulations when it came to the AEW Dynamite ring being on the line, as well as the women's division who was killing it. Props to Mercedes Monet, as well as Mariah May for doing their thing and keeping us entertained in the showcase of the Mortals. More importantly, we had so much more took place as we kicked things off when it came to the 0 hour. I'm going to make a flash pass right through everything that had took place. They kind of breeze through everything to keep things all smooth, calm, cool, and collective. We had the first match of Leila Gray taking on Toni Storm, and her amnesia, or more to anything to her just forgetting her past, or more importantly, just doing a reboot. I'm loving the creativity of how things have been going on with Toni Storm, but I know a lot of people have been having a lot of backlash and being highly frustrated with the way how things have been going. But from my own personal opinion, it was not too bad, not too shabby, 100%. But more importantly, the conclusion of the match happened with Toni Storm getting the best of Layla Gray with an inside cradle to pick up the pinfall. And the fans were still chanting for Toni Storm, and they said they want Timeless back. But will we get her back? Most likely we will. But I'm pretty sure she's racked up the wins, and she'd be having her sights set on Mariah May. Then we go on over to the next following match, Jeff Jarrett along with Jay Lethal as he took on QT Marshall, the Doom, with Aaron Solo. This match was okay for the was. It wasn't my highly interest, but Jeff Jarrett was able to pick up the victory with the stroke. And on top of that, he announced that he's going to have an update over his 30-year span of being part of the professional wrestling world. More importantly, where he's going to go in the near future. So tune into Dynamite to get kind of updated with how everything was pretty much running to be smooth. Then we get to the next following match, 8-man tag team match, as we have Leo Rush as well as with Action Andretti, alongside with the Murder Machines of Lance Archer and Brian Cage, and an 8-man tag team match taking on Top Flight, as well as the Outrunners of Turbo Floyd and Truth Magnum, and an OK Smash Mouth 8-man tags. Anybody that knows me personally, I'm not a big fan of those kind of style matches. Just be all over the place like a circus. But more importantly, Leo Rush and Action Andretti was able to secure the victory with a nice tag team finisher and setting their sights as being the number one contenders for the AEW Tag Team Championship to put things into the win of perspective to take on Private Party. Then we got things underway when it came to the main event of getting things underway when it comes to the pay-per-view. We used to kick things off with the first match of the night. It was Will Ospreay taking on Kyle Fletcher and a banger match. These boys put on a clinic. It was everything you could have asked for in professional wrestling, from the transitional moves, more importantly, the chain wrestling, and the fans were chanting this was awesome all the way down to the end when Will Ospreay was able to secure the victory with the Styles Clash and secure that 1-2-3 to advance to the finals of the Continental Classic. More importantly, we had another great Continental Classic match that took place as the Continental Champion Okada was up to the ranks of defending his honor of this championship as he took on Ricochet. And this match was okay for the West. It was a little bit slow. Ricochet was trying to control majority match. I feel like Okada was a little bit out of his element. I feel like he was kind of a little bit more of a calm, cool, collective style when it came to this match. Ricochet was trying to be a little bit more on the fast-paced end. But more importantly, Okada was able to secure the victory with his veteran status to pick the pinfall with the Rainmaker and secure the victory directly over Ricochet. More importantly, we had a vignette, or more so after post-match, we ended up having my favorite man, Swerve Strickland. He came directly down. He said his promise of what he's going to do. He's going to embarrass Ricochet. More importantly, he lived up to it. Prince Nana came down there with a trolley full of toilet tissue. He got the fans to be getting involved, and he ended up spraying Ricochet all over by throwing toilet tissue directly at him, leaving him paused in his thoughts, more importantly, frustrated over how things had took place. But we shall see that that's going to be the next few leading up towards AEW in 2025. I look forward to seeing that match. Then we got ready for the next following match that took place was for the AEW Women's World Championship. It was Mariah May, the champion, taking on no other than Thunder Rosa in a Tijuana street fight. This match was smash mouth, the kitchen sink, thumbtacks, everything you truly could have asked for. I enjoyed everything that they had when it came to this match. It would start off a little bit slow, but it picked up as Mariah May was able to secure the victory with the power driver directly through the tables, and more importantly, secure the victory for the 1-2-3, setting her sights on her next opponent. Most likely will be Toni Storm. She get ready for Australia in the near future, but more importantly, who's going to step up currently as she get ready for her next following opponent leading up towards Dynamite. Then on top of that, we end up getting the next following match of the showcase for the Dynamite Diamond Ring, as we had MJF defending it for another 6 years, nearly since AEW has been around. Take on Adam Cole, baby. What more could you got out of this match? It was everything that you truly could have got out of it. Whole lot of drama, a whole lot of action. More importantly, you got a lot of professional wrestling when it came to the both of them. Did I enjoy it? I truly did. I enjoyed the course of how things broke down, even with Matt Taven and as well as Mike Bennett coming down there to be security for the Diamond Ring. And of course, MJF used his heel tactics similar to Eddie Guerrero to get them ejected. He was going to use a Diamond Ring. Adam Cole was selling the leg injury through the course of this match. More importantly, MJF was able to get the victory, not only with the low blow, securing the victory with the Heat Seeker, and become out victorious and still remaining the AEW Dynamite Diamond Ring winner. Then we get to the next following match of the night, which was the AEW International Championship. Konosuke to Teska taking on the big man, Big Will Hobbs, in a banger match. This match was a little bit more slow paced, but I enjoyed the course of how things were smooth over. Will Hobbs was selling the knee like it was no tomorrow. He did his job, but even the fans was like, please don't hurt yourself, or even more importantly, please be careful. Through the course, it was a lot of suplexes, a lot of back and forth, and Takeshita was able to secure the victory in this slow-paced match. I lost a little bit of interest in it, but it was okay for what it was, and Takeshita was able to secure the victory through the actual match. It was good. The following next match was the women's division of the TBS Championship, as Mercedes Mone, the CEO of AEW, defending her gold against Kris Statlander. This match was probably the highlight of the night for the women's division. Mercedes Mone and Kris Statlander did their thing. They topped it in the second match. I enjoyed how everything was flowing. Things were calm, cool, and collective. It kept me highly invested. I'd like to know from you guys' point of view, how were you feeling about this match? I was feeling the new gear when it came to Mercedes Mone. More importantly, how they transitioned through the course of the match. And of course, towards the end, it was a little bit of a botches, but more importantly, it got the job done as Mercedes was able to secure the victory with the seatbelt clutch and secure the roll up for the 1-2-3. And it was a good one. Now, where does Mercedes Mone go from here for her next following opponent? Most likely, it's going to be between whoever wins between Jamie Hayter and Julia Hart, because Jamie Hayter most likely is looking to gun for the Mercedes Mone for her championship. But as well as we got all the respective winners of their championships are going to be defending them in New Japan, starting up for the new pay-per-view for Dynasty, not an AEW pay-per-view, but New Japan's pay-per-view, similar to Forbidden Door, but it's going to be hosted by New Japan Pro Wrestling. But then we get to the next one, which of the night was the finals of the Continental Classic, as the current champion, Konosuke Okada, took on Will Ospreay, who was the MVP of the night, selling an injury from earlier after being busted open, battered, and bruised. More importantly, this match went the distance. It was a whole lot of high drama, a lot of back and forth, great chain wrestling all across the board. More importantly, I was sold on the whole entire match. It kept me invested, and I wanted to see more of them. Okada was able to secure the victory over his student and was able to beat Will Ospreay. And more importantly, the big one was the return of the Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega always does his thing when he comes back. He always keep me invested. And I truly love when Kenny Omega comes around. He does his thing. He came out student booted, being come back as an EVP role. He was able to get the Continental Championship, go directly up to celebrate with Okada. More so, just presenting him with the championship properly after a hard fought battle in the tournament. And Kenny Omega kind of did not hint at All In Texas, but more importantly, Okada felt it was something between them. No words were exchanged. More importantly, it was just a handoff, and Kenny Omega left. But that's a big boost for AEW. They needed Kenny Omega back to make some new storylines, and I look forward to seeing how that actually goes forward and keep me highly invested. Then we get to the fatal four-way of the night for the World Heavyweight Championship. We had Jon Moxley, the champion of the AEW World Champion, taking on Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta and Marina Shafir. Man, all the members of the Death Riders are out there causing mayhem as he took on Orange Cassidy, Hangman Adam Page, and Switchblade Jay White. The match was good. I enjoyed how everything took a fold. More importantly, it kept me invested. I enjoyed it how everything had took place. More importantly, I was looking to see more of what was going to happen through the whole entire highlight of the match. Wheeler Yuta really was injecting himself. We also had Christian Cage out there. We had Hook out there. Kind of keep tabs on Christian Cage after he took out his father Taz, who returned back to the broadcast booth as well tonight. We had JR, of course, for the two main events leading up, including the Continental Classic Final, and he was there for the main event. And he was looking in good spirits, and it's always good seeing JR. But the ending of the match ended up happening as Jon Moxley was able to secure the victory for the 1-2-3 to defeat Hangman Adam Page and as well as Orange Cassidy and Switchblade Jay White with that lovely Dirty Deeds directly on, or Death Rider as you call it, directly on Jay White. But things really broke down afterwards as the Death Riders was looking to put the beat down directly on the other competitors are still out. Then that lovely FTR music hits. We get the return of Adam Copeland as well. And things break down to a fight and a melee brawl as Team AEW now stepped up and beefed up with the return of Adam Copeland from an injury. And it's good to see him back in a square circle. But where things really got interesting was Adam Copeland set things in motion for a six-man tag team action or trios action as FTR and Adam Copeland to go to battle to take on no other than the Death Riders in a trios action. Where things lay lie with the storyline, we shall see how it goes up towards 2025. There was no Shane Man appearance. There was no Here Comes the Money. More importantly, it was good. It was a good closing to 2024. More importantly, maybe we have to higher points of life when it comes to the professional wrestling world in 2025. But if you made it into the end of this video, you are a true champion. And more importantly, much love and support to all my followers, subscribers for always rocking with me as I'm doing my thing, kind of keep you guys entertained on a regular basis. More importantly, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, click that notification bell. Until the next episode, you guys be safe. I'm out of here. Peace.